Pastry. Beside me is Horatio Gould.
Oh no!
Today we're talking about Australia.
Australia.
Captain Cook. Let him cook.
Yes, let him cook, please. Let him not be cooked.
We are in Australia, the great social experiment.
Too early to tell if it's worked.
To me, in my mind, it is. What happens if you send 1,000 Irish rapists to the other end of the world?
1,000 Conor McGregors.
Can they build a country? The jury's still out as far as I'm concerned. 1,000 Conor McGregors boarded as ships 255 years ago, odd. Now, we're recording this the week that the Ashes starts.
Yeah.
So I really
Prisoners versus the guards.
I really wanted to... ding, ding, ding. I really wanted to get involved.
Yeah.
You know me. There's nothing I like more than seeing a festering cultural wound and just going, what's going on there, just digging around in it. And I can't think of a country less at ease with its past than Australia.
So them compared to Canada, it's similar sort of...
Canada was very effective in just getting rid of absolutely everyone.
Yeah.
So there's not much...
There's not
backlash.
many reminders.
No.
There's just Justin Trudeau saying people kind.
Yes.
That's all you've got.
And he's now dating Katy Perry. So
I
mean, who cares, really?
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? I'd say that to invite me to date Katy Perry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd say a bunch of fucking nonsense about people kind.
If it means I date Katy Perry, sure.
Fine.
Fuck it.
Hand it in.
Whatever.
Yeah, I've been to Australia many times.
And as Aboriginal people, there's a constant reminder of...
And they're basically all homeless and drunk and on the street, and it's so obviously a two-tier country and they really hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, they also do this thing called a land recognition.
Yeah. Recognise.
Not that.
All right. Real recognise real?
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's called a welcome to country.
This is land acknowledgement, right? You're acknowledging.
Kind of, yeah. But what's crazy is that it's now at every level of culture over there, where I've been and done the Melbourne Comedy Festival several times. You go out there and before you go on, you play your pre-show music.
Yeah.
That you've designed to hype the audience up to your act.
Yeah.
They fade that
Triumph
out.
of the Will.
They fade Triumph of the Will, Deutschland über alles. Everyone's
don't fade it down. It's just going to look a bit. What's all this fucking bollocks?
And then they fade it down. They fade the lights down, and then they go, by the way, remember when we killed everyone that used to live here?
Is this a DJ with the mics?
Sort of. There was a genocide. We're really very sorry. You're all
Tim
guilty.
Westwood.
You're guilty by association. Anyway, now it's time for some comedy. And it is one of the most energy-sapping things that you can do. I mean, it's like before you go on stage, go, statistically, someone's probably getting raped in the world today.
But it's like...
Anyway, Horatio Gould.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But there's something very Protestant about, like, you're all sinners. You'll never overcome it.
That's Catholic, isn't it?
No, the Protestant thing is it's all predetermined, right? Well, Calvinist, right? That, all the sins that can happen and you're unsavable. Get on with it.
But I don't think you need to say that.
Yeah.
You bottle it up.
It's kind of that vibe. This whole country is an evil mistake.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go on with the laughs then.
Yeah, but
there's nothing you can do about it, and you're the problem, and it's your fault. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's just crazy. It's so mad how it seeps into every level.
Yeah.
They're so ill at ease with themselves in a very hilarious way. Yeah. I mean, Germany is more comfortable with its past than Australia.
Right. But it has a past. Australia barely has a past.
Well,
that's part of the problem is that it's like if Germany was founded by the Nazis.
Yes.
Then it would be... Sorry.
Tempt me. In many ways it was actually. In my opinion. No, but it's... I mean, I guess, yeah, like...
They have a lot to...
In the broad scheme of
culture
things...
to fall back on.
Yeah,
Australia has no culture to fall back on.
Which is one of the great ironies. Why is there an opera house there? It's hilarious. It's like there being an AA house in Ireland.
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
they're just giving it a go. I don't know.
It's not full.
Should we try that?
Yeah. It's basically just a fucking landmark. It's not an actual working opera house.
No.
The Australian opera is throwing a shoe at a dog in a car park. Like, that's what they watch. Aussie Rules Football, whatever it's called. Yeah, I guess from the German perspective, the Holocaust is a bad 12 years.
Sure.
Whereas in Australia, I mean, to be fair, they've had their foot on the Aboriginal throat for up until about the 90s.
Right.
Really, it was when they just went. Should we think about whether we're doing it? I think until the 60s in many states,
it was like government mandated whack-a-mole.
Basic Aboriginal people were legally classed as flora and fauna.
Yes.
So to be fair, I guess it's more the present than it is the past that they're still unhappy about it.
Yeah, because it was interesting. There's actually some quite like woke British laws about, you've got to respect all the people you find, but then how they got around it is all the people you find, you class them as flora and fauna.
They're mushrooms. That's not a person. That's a big mushroom. That's a big mushroom. Why is that mushroom holding a spear? Those two mushrooms are fucking. What on earth? This country's mad. That's basically, we love a loophole, the Brits, and that's how they got round.
Australia is upside down land in many ways because it is like it's Britain through a bizarre prism, right?
Yes.
I mean, I've never been, but it just all feels like everything is slightly off.
It's crazy.
Uncanny valley, sort of. You're looking at yourself through a circus mirror, right?
Sort of, in that it's like it's the worst of Britain in a hot country. It's like if Marbella, if all foreign travel stopped,
right,
and like Ibiza and Marbella, they just had to form a country out of the people that were there on holiday.
Yeah,
and that's Australia.
Yeah,
you know, it has no culture at all.
Right.
You know, they drink beers out of shoes, and that's their custom. This is white Australia I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aboriginal Australia has all these cultures, but they've been completely wiped out.
Yeah.
I think the land acknowledgement thing is actually an Aboriginal. They used to do that because there were several different tribes.
Right.
And part
acknowledging like a Mother Nature type thing that this is.
Yeah, like, I think the Aboriginal
woke bollocks.
The Aboriginal woke bollocks. I think it's genuinely called Dreamtime. That's their worldview or their religion. It's called Dreamtime, and it's like it's not so for us Westerners. The creation happened in the past, and like it's a progressive linear time. Yeah. For Aboriginal Australians, creation is constantly happening, and you sort of interface with it through rituals, and it's always like it's about protecting the land. So,
how does that run up against?
Well, what I would say is that I wonder if they've said that after all their land was taken.
Yeah.
In that they go, well, actually, we really care about this. Yeah. This is a religious time.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, then what we've done is really bad. Yeah. I don't know. But today we're talking about Captain Cook, who is the kind of centerpiece of the culture war in Australia.
Still?
Yeah.
Is he not? There's lots of other guys who I think would be more prevalent, right?
The fucking Chinese meal?
That guy. Well, I just feel there'd be more like... Cook's not the guy.
Get your hand off my penis! What a wonderful culture they are.
Bob Catering, come on.
Yeah, of course.
Bob Catering. I'm not spending any more time on it. Bob Catering.
This is the long road to Bob Catering.
I mean, to be fair, you say there's no culture.
1,000 blossoms bloom.
Come on, this is as good as it gets. This is
about as good as it gets. This is Australia.
This is Australia now.
You know, people are entitled to their sexual proclivities.
Loving it.
I mean, let there be 1,000
behind him shaking his
blossoms bloom, as far as I'm concerned. You know, but I ain't spending any time on it.
That's the two sides of Australians.
In the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
Okay, pause. All right. So that's interesting is it does show the two sides of Australians, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Shrimp on the barbie. Let's genocide the Aboriginals.
Yeah. It's
but I'm not spending any more time on it.
I don't think I've ever seen a face U-turn quicker than that man. 1,000 blossoms. I ain't spending any more time on it.
Ho, haws, ho.
Ho, 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 truthers.
Ho, slut, slags.
I'm just hopping on to tell you about my Christmas crackers this year. Look at that. Finn Taylor's comedy crackers.
Unbelievable. Make Christmas even more uncomfortable.
If you think Christmas cracker jokes are weak, which I do, then...
Make your nan blush, make your granddad come.
Granddad will love them. These are for the dads. Crackers for the dads. Now, these are some of the jokes we had in past years. Have you heard the one about Helen Keller? Neither has she. Knowing her, she was probably too busy fingering herself silly. I guess if you're deaf, dumb and blind, how else are you meant to pass the time?
Funniest word in that joke is probably, I think.
Yeah, probably. Knowing her. Knowing her is my favourite bit. Knowing her, she was probably fingering herself silly. We've done this the last 2 years. But
put a bit of disguise on it.
No, they need to know what they're buying. We've done this the last 2 years and they sold out so quickly. This year, we've actually made the packaging ourselves.
It's lovely.
My wife has quit her job to make this a brand.
Yeah.
So look at that. She's poured her heart and soul into this. You need to buy these to save my marriage.
Yeah.
They're spicy jokes, guaranteed to make your nan blush. Every box contains 6 crackers. There are 2 different sets. So if you've got a big party,
this is as spicy as white men get.
This is the white spice. And a parlour game and an exclusive Christmas video message from me to you.
Bit of fun in the back. Look at the design of that.
Crazy. There's never mind the King's Speech. What about the Führers?
Yeah.
If you order now, they will guarantee to arrive. They'll guarantee to arrive by Christmas. Hit the link here and be quick and please buy some because as I have said, my marriage is dependent on it.
Another year in the basement, my love.
If she just doesn't sell well, genuinely, she's going to get her old job back and I'm going to have to do more childcare. So buy some fucking crackers and let me live my dream.
You don't want to see that kid till they're 18.
I don't want to see him. I've been shaking their hand for 6 months. It's been glorious. And I don't want to have to get back in the actual Mucky business of parenting.
No, you're an officer. You're not a soldier in the trenches.
Please
You're
let me
pushing
stay.
men to their death.
I'm
You're
pushing
not
babies to the toilet. You go there. You go there. I'm not going to change a nappy. I run a business. Well,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It's buts of crackers. Now, the concept of Australia, it's interesting.
Right.
Because Cook's not actually the first Westerner to get to Australia.
The Dutch, right?
The Dutch. But even before that, people have this sense, the Greeks have this sense that there's a land called Terra Australis, incognita, the Latin for unknown southern continent.
So the word Australia comes from the Greeks fucking spitballing
Latin,
about something.
Yeah, it does, because I think there's a philosopher called how do you pronounce his name? Ptolemy, PT.
Oh, Ptolemy.
Ptolemy, that's the one. Ptolemy thinks in whatever 1000 BC that there is because they think the world is round, and because Northern Europe is there's so much of it, that's what they know. They go, well, there must be a counterweight continent on the south, otherwise the globe would just flip,
right?
And it would hurl into space. We'd all fly into the nether.
I mean, they are wiping their ass with vases at this point.
They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're having a shit and they're chucking a vase on the floor, picking up the shards and wiping their ass.
And today that's what they do at weddings with plates. Anyway, do they wipe their asses with the plates after they've?
We can't know.
We can't. I've never been to a Greek wedding, and I imagine after this podcast I won't be invited to one, but I'd like to go. I'd like to see it. I'd like to be a fly on the wall. But there's this sense, people throughout the history have this sense that there's something. There's some kind of barren wasteland where they put their ears to the ground.
So there's like an innate understanding of Australia.
An innate understanding that there's some kind of southern continent where wife beating is integral to the culture.
And you just hear him. Well, I'm not spending any more time on it.
No, fuck, get fucked. You can hear
a Chinese meal.
Chinese meal. You can sort of hear this kind of distant Australian gibbering.
The call for Australia.
The siren call. Oh no. Now, it was depicted on maps for centuries, but as this kind of huge blob where I guess Antarctica is now.
Right. But how are the Greeks coming up with this? Because they barely know about China. They barely know about the south of Africa.
Because they sat on a chair and they look down and they go, well, there's probably something down there.
Right, down there. Down there.
Yeah,
okay, I see. Right through the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's where they're looking most of the time.
Yes, because they're asleep. Not today. So it was depicted on maps for centuries, and its shape and size kind of changed as explorers charted more of the world. I believe there's a theory that the Portuguese maybe found it first.
Well, the Portuguese and the Dutch are the ones fucking around there.
Yeah, because they're all Goa,
Indonesia, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Portugal may have found it in 1550s, but then a library burnt down or something.
Okay.
And so no one knows. But then there's a guy
that stinks.
Yeah, it does smell.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Abel Tasman.
Is that what Tasmania's named after?
Yes,
right?
and the Tasman Sea. Yeah. He's Dutch. That's why New Zealand's called New Zealand, because Zealand is a Dutch word, Sealand. Okay. I don't know what it means.
We don't know what Old Zealand is either.
No. And so he finds that, calls it New Zealand, and he calls Australia, or the bits he finds of Australia, New Holland.
Yeah. Classic move.
But they think at this point, this is in 1640 something, they think that Australia is could stretch all the way to South America. Could be this big continent.
Yeah.
We should place this. I know people will get annoyed. So ultimately, Cook discovers. Cook discovers, and that's a very politically. I mean, that's a sharp thing to say. Cook founds White Australia in 1770. Now that is after pastry.
Hold on.
Puff pastry.
Puff pastry, fine.
Pies are around.
Is it? Wait, it's puff pastry. When was puff?
1645. Thank you.
Okay, it's nice.
It is before the croissant, which I'm pretty sure is early 20th century. Yes, mid-19th.
That is a lovely.
Oh, I've absolutely snookered that perfectly. And what I would like to say
mid-19th century.
I do believe we are living through the golden era of the croissant.
Yeah, you're saying this.
Yeah, I think pastries will never go. This is how this era will be remembered.
Right,
is the golden era of pastry. Yeah.
Explain.
It's just phenomenal what they're doing now. I don't understand it.
But when you say golden era, you feel that there's going to be a sort of decay.
I feel like they can't top it.
Yeah.
The pastries they're making now, they cannot get better than they are
Because
now.
it's also like this social media arms race with how slutty can you make a pastry.
It's insane.
The stuff they're doing. I mean, it's amazing. It's like they've got NASA scientists working
I bite into it and I think, Christ, I shouldn't be looking at my wife. I feel like I'd be looking at porn and eating this. This is a disgrace. There's custard, there's chocolate. I was in Whitstable this weekend, went away for the weekend. A place called Blueprint Coffee.
Right.
I had the most disgustingly foul, pornographic, and I mean this in a good way, chocolate croissant I've ever had.
So Japanese would be blurring the insides of this.
They'd be blurring the croissant and my mouth. Yeah, it was a disgrace how good it was.
So if you opened it up, it would be blurred.
Well, yeah, and actually, I had to log in to eat it. I had to
send a dick pic to Keir Starmer.
Yeah, I had to send a picture of my dick to Keir Starmer to eat this croissant. It was a disgrace how good it was.
I think it is true. I mean, the pastries is getting better and better.
I think it's in the last sort of 10 years. I think there's been.
I think in the 80s, the best French pastry chef. I don't think that would even go anywhere near like an East London fucking wanky.
I wouldn't even qualify as Greg's.
Yeah. It'd be rubbish.
Yeah, awful. But now, I mean,
even I go to I've got an Aldi now below my building, which is unbelievable. Aldi Express. They have freshly baked, and even that for 40p, you're getting it.
What I would like my wife to smell like is if I could make a cologne that she'd wear, it would be when you walk into Lidl at 8 a.m. That smell of the pastries.
Right.
Put that on her.
Little pastry. What would the perfume be called?
Parfumed little pastry, I guess. I don't know. I don't really muck about with these things. Parfumed croissant, just freshly baked pastry.
Little lady.
Little lady. It's a bit nonsense.
I also heard, you know that
little lady.
You know that kind of slightly strange coffee guy
lady.
who's got like 3 million subscribers with slightly stained teeth because he clearly drinks 15 cups a day.
Yeah.
He says that we're living through the golden age of coffee and it can't go on. He says it's coffee's basically unbelievably cheap, is what he says.
Right.
There's basically been an unbelievable exploitation of coffee beans. So to get those wanky coffees that you complain about for £4, he's like, those should cost you 20 quid. So he says that that's coming to an end as well.
Right.
So it seems like basically enjoy your coffee and pastries now because we're living through a golden age.
We are living through a golden age.
But it will come to an end.
Yes,
Something will happen.
And also, I sort of wonder, is it because I'm a parent, and when you become a parent, you become fat because you're just tired, so you just eat, and that's why I got into
sag.
The dad pastry obsession.
Bod.
The dad bod is built. I'm a pastry chaser.
Yeah.
We came up with a slur for fat people, my wife and I.
Right.
Pastry chaser, because we'd have breakfast, then we'd have a pastry chaser at like an hour afterwards because we were still hungry.
Well, do you find? I feel like a quick breakfast, you are sort of snookered for something healthy. Because if I'm out and about, I'll just grab a croissant, but it doesn't seem like there's anything else.
No.
And it doesn't set you up great for your day.
No.
I used to also think a plain croissant was basically like a slice of bread. I didn't think it was bad for you.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. I really just, I thought because it's got no chocolate in it, it was just like,
well, that's it.
It's like having a slice of toast.
Relative to other croissants.
Yeah.
But
it is just like a butter ball.
You're eating a stick of butter. Yeah.
Do you ever have chocolate for breakfast?
What do you mean?
I've made that mistake once or twice.
It's not good, is it?
No, not good.
It makes you feel like
Christmas Day, you eat your selection box, and then you think, well, this day's ruined.
Yeah.
I feel sad. At
yeah,
like
you do
9
feel
a.m.
sad and kind of anxious.
Because it's
insecure.
There is something about throwing your day in the canal before it's even begun.
Yeah, with a pint, not
there's
chocolate. Pint on waking up is brilliant.
Yeah.
When do you do that?
Holiday, airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. But chocolate's bleak off the.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I think no chocolate before midday, and to be
health.
honest, no chocolate probably before 2, 3. I think.
Yeah.
I think it puts your head in the bin. Anyway, what we were talking about, Captain Cook, who
cooking.
I mean, he does cook. To be fair
to be fair, he cooks more than anyone.
Yeah.
He was born in Yorkshire on the 7th of November, 30 odd.
His mother's called Grace Pace.
That's quite a good name.
It sounds like she works for Pol Pot, so they're all just fucking rhyming.
Pol Pot and Grace Pace is Pol Pot's personal assistant. Grace Pace, good name for a sprinter.
Yeah.
When he was 16,
or a really fat woman,
or a very very fat woman,
it'd be quite funny.
That would be funny. Grace Pace, pastry chaser. Grace Pastry Chaser. Anyway, 1745, Cook moves to a fishing village to be a grocer.
Yeah.
And he's a sea botherer. He loves the sea. He wants to get involved.
The reason why we've danced around this opening
very boring,
is because it is quite dull. But we do need to set it up because the story is amazing. But Cook is a dull Yorkshireman and there's no getting around it. And it's probably why he achieves so much is because he's very Protestant vibes I'm getting from him.
Yeah.
He is kind of like Francis Bourgeois for maps.
Yes.
That's sort of what we're setting up.
Wow!
This guy, yeah.
When he sees Australia.
So everyone's
GoPro.
blaming this guy as if he's sort of Columbus. He's this sort of like, but
or
he's not.
Cortez
He is a boring British dad who loves maps.
Yeah.
That's
he's
who
the
he
ultimate.
is.
It's like, I went to Australia. Oh, how'd you get there? Did you go M5, M3? Like, he's obsessed with how you got places.
And he doesn't have a normal upbringing, I guess, because the people who normally do this are lords, viscounts, etc., etc. But he has pretty humble beginnings.
Yeah, it's social mobility, I suppose. Yeah. So he's working in a shop.
Yeah.
And one day he sees a coin in the till. Yeah. And it's a South Sea coin. Now, the South Sea is what we now call the Pacific.
Right.
And so he goes, he swaps it with one of his coins.
Right.
And the shopkeeper's like, you nicked that. And he's like, no, I didn't. And then I think, is that the end of that story? It's very, very boring. This stuff.
That's kind of the key anecdote from that
youth.
People bring up.
Yeah.
And any podcast I listen to, they bring that up as like a really interesting thing.
Yeah, it's not
And in
good.
the film, that there would be a scene about that. But there's not been a film about him. That's how boring.
Because, fuck. Do you get these videos that Charles just brought up? The North Sea ones?
I do sometimes.
I get these. These are fucking... Yeah. These are fucking terrifying. Oh my word! Yeah, anyway.
Bloody hell.
Why is the North Sea so?
I mean, we are talking about the South Sea as well.
Yeah. So it is relevant.
So we could maybe save this for when we do the North Sea.
Yeah.
But why is it so fucked in the North Sea? Why is that the one that's really mad?
Well, lots of seas are mad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it depends on the season, I guess.
Yeah. Theft is a big part of this story.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's why, actually, they'd always talk about the coin.
Yes.
It's because he got a taste for it.
He did. Yeah.
And he's working at a grocer's. So he sees mushrooms and he sees flora and fauna.
Yeah.
And that's also a part of the story.
So his dad was Greg Wallace in the 80s.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly. So in 1752, or he's bothering with boats.
He's a boat botherer.
He's a boat botherer, which is, again, it's not a slang for gay man. His first assignment is aboard a collier called Free Love.
But an interesting bit was that he got, basically, it was clear that his only ambition was to go to sea, and then he had a chance meeting with someone on a beach who said, well, do you want to come aboard one of the boats that is running, basically coal running from the north down to London?
Right, okay.
And he was like, you seem like you're up for it. Do you want to come?
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of a key moment.
So he becomes an apprentice and he studies algebra, geometry, trigonometry, not the podcast, navigation and astronomy.
Yeah.
And in 1752, he gets his mariner's license and he serves as a mate on the only ship that can never sink, the Friendship.
Oh, that's nice.
Genuinely, a ship called the Friendship. 2.5 years.
Is it called the Friendship?
Yes.
Or is it the HMS Friendship? Or is it just...
I don't know.
Yeah. The Friendship ship.
Or is his only friend a ship?
I mean, it seems like
he's a boat botherer. He gets offered to be captain of the Friendship, but he declines and joins the Royal Navy in 1755.
Right. Ambitious.
Which is just as the 7 Years' War is kicking off. Which I think, I might be wrong, I think this might be not the first global war. Maybe that's in the 17th century.
This is arguably World War One. People are saying.
I think that's the what's the war with the pirates? That's the Spanish War of Succession.
Right.
That's in the
okay.
But this is
7 Years' War. This is what people in America learn about at school, right?
This is Canada. This is Britain and France fighting over Canada, I think. And so Cook goes over there. He serves in the campaign to capture Quebec.
Yeah.
Why?
So this is when we still have the 13 colonies.
Areas,
yeah.
Pointless part of the world, Quebec. I don't even have anything to say racist to say about it. Yeah. That's how little it means to me.
Yeah, you're really stuck in a foreign land now. You're all at sea.
Get out, Quebec. Who cares?
French Canada.
What
are you doing?
What are you doing? Pick a side. Do you know what I mean? You
can't be double gay.
You can't be double.
You know, it doesn't. You can't just double down.
I'm a gay paedophile. All right, we get it. Pick one. So Britain and France go to war, blah, blah, blah. What Cook does, and he spends fucking years doing this, and this is boring, but a large part of the story is boring.
Everyone's got talent.
He charts the coast of, is it Newfoundland? That bit of Canada?
Yeah.
And bear in mind, he's absolutely smashing charting.
Yeah.
His maps of Newfoundland are still used well into the 20th century.
Yeah.
So
how do you
years.
chart? How do you chart? Is he on a boat and is he going like this?
That's a good point, actually.
Charted in my pants.
Yeah, it's not charting. He didn't.
Have you charted yourself?
Yeah, no, Cook is going along the coast of Canada just, oh no.
I've charted.
Oh no, Cook.
He's a master charter.
And everyone's like, let him cook, and he just shits himself. Yeah.
How do you, I don't really understand, because I guess without a drone, it's hard to see what the coast looks like, because you're looking at it straight like that.
So it's organising information to visually.
Right.
So I guess he's just bobbing about the coast. Is he doing it from sea or is he on land? He's on land. He's on land, and I guess he's got one of those little wheelie things.
Well, every time he walks, he draws a little bit on the map, is what I
guess so. But that's got to be, how's he doing the scale of that? Has he got a really big bit of paper?
But a lot of people are struggling to do it. So he's clearly very, very skilled at it.
He's amazing at it, yeah. So he charts Canada. He then goes back to England. He marries a woman called Elizabeth Batts.
I doubt she had a batty. Doesn't seem like it.
A battyless woman called Elizabeth Batts. Cook is 32. Elizabeth is only 20. So I think that age gap is that age gap is quite pronounced. I think it's
one of many problematic things Cook does.
Yes, this Nazi was also a nonce. It turns out. No, he. I think she calls him Mr. Cook.
They seem to have a very Protestant relationship.
The entirety of the marriage.
There's deference and respect for the husband, and they don't see each other at all.
You know how people...
It's the dream Protestant relationship.
Look at her. I mean, she's not... Yeah, you wouldn't say she's a hottie.
She's a baddie.
Oof. That
Bats
fucking...
is a baddie.
That bonnet she's got
fucking
on.
Hell.
It's not flattering, is it?
Look at that. That's a proper relationship, though.
Looks like she makes pies.
It's a proper relationship where you treat your wife sort of like with the respect you treat your grandmother.
Yes.
You see them like 3 times a year.
You shake hands. You take tea, and then you go. And I guess in Nightfall, maybe you have sex whilst wearing a blindfold. I don't know.
But it needs to be treated like a nightmare that both of you try and forget.
Exactly. Yeah. Sex is a nightmare that you can both... It's deniable. So they're married for 16 years, but they only spent a total of 4 years' time actually together.
Dream.
Which is, my word. What you don't know you're born, son. 25% of your marriage is face-to-face.
Yeah.
God.
Those numbers are great.
They're incredible. They're Pol Pot numbers of marriage. I mean, that's why marriage therapists exist now, is because you have to spend fucking 16. You have to actually marry someone.
Yeah.
You can't just fuck off and draw the coast.
But I like this thing is like, you're my wife. That's all done.
Yeah.
I'll never see you again.
Bank. See ya.
That's the dream. We're married together. Never going to see you again.
Done. I'm going to go on the jacket on the ship. Thank you. So he becomes a master surveyor in the late 1750s. Yeah. By the early 1760s, Cook is the Navy's foremost hydrographer, which I think is the map of the seas, maybe. Hydrography, the study of sea maps.
Tough to be stuck next to him at a dinner party.
My God,
yeah. It's a tough one.
Yeah. He's going, look at this.
He's bourgeois. He is. He's got a GoPro on his head.
Exactly. It is believed that there is this great southern continent where people are hitting their wives and the spiders are massive. And so there are constant, should we go and try and find it?
Yeah.
This is, and I must say, I didn't know much about the 18th century, but it's very exciting for me.
There's some good stuff.
Because
it gets overlooked sometimes.
As it warms up, we're getting close to the 19th century. This is where I start to wake up in world history.
Yes. This is where your erection is starting to unfurl.
Yeah, they've discovered Aboriginal. What? Yeah, my dick's just peeling away from my thighs. Yes. Sorry?
Mateless has just started talking.
Huh? What, you mean Sopal's off this week? It's just Mateless and Goodall. Hello. I'll switch to video. Anyway. So they're hoping to find another America, because I guess at this time, I mean, this is just before the American War of Independence, which comes into the story later. But I imagine they're kicking off a bit, the Yanks.
Yeah, the Yanks are becoming incredibly ungrateful for everything they've been given.
Maybe they're starting to get fat.
Yes.
I don't know. They've got sippy cups, they've got bum bags.
Entitled.
Yeah. Can we find a place with even less culture?
Yes.
You can. Now, the Navy turns to its dependable surveyor, James Let Him Cook, to command a new scientific mission because they want to, and this is very, very dull, they want to observe the transit of Venus, which is, I don't even fucking know.
So they're not even really going to look for that continent primarily.
Well, it's like...
It's not the primary thing, right?
No, it's not the public objective, but this is quite interesting. So he boards the HMS Endeavour in 1768 because he's appointed to lead this dual-purpose expedition. The public objective is to sail the South Pacific because Tahiti has been discovered, I believe, by the French, and to observe this celestial thing which only occurs like twice every 100 years or something. And this would help them determine celestial differences, because this is all astrology. You know, this is all astrology stuff. So, you know, women are trying to find
Women are reading.
I know, terrifying. Women are reading magazines trying to find someone to blame for their divorce.
Right, yes.
Oh, it's because the moon's in retrograde.
Let's send out some people to
Sure,
find out.
Sarah.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's why he left. So he's going out to observe that, which they think is going to happen on the 3rd of June, 1769, right?
Yeah.
But they give him an envelope with a little secret task in there, saying once you've done that, open this envelope, and the envelope says, "Find Terra Australis."
Why is that so naughty?
Because I think they want to keep it.
They don't want the Dutch to know. They don't want the French to know.
They don't want to keep it secret.
Right.
They go. Let him cook. If it says let him cook,
right?
It says fuck off this.
But is this like even that expensive a This is quite like a might as well. It's just one boat.
You're over there.
Yeah.
Go and find it.
Fine. Yeah.
So we now need to introduce this character who's very important. A guy called Joseph Banks.
Yes.
Who actually, we should remember, it probably has more to do with what Australia becomes than Cook.
Right.
So the fact that Cook is held up as this kind of,
Cook, what do you think Australia should be? What?
Yeah, exactly.
He's very much like...
Wow! Another one! That's when he sees New Zealand. Oh, there's two! Anyway, Joseph Banks is he's one of the great early polymaths. I think he's basically sets up Kew Gardens, essentially.
Okay.
He's a real plant botherer, this cunt. But he's been to Harrow, Eton and Oxford.
Wow.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's a real
fruity.
cad as well.
Yeah.
He personally finances the scientific team on the Endeavour. God, he looks good. He immerses himself in every aspect of the local life. He learns Tahitian words. He kills a swan and bakes it, because this is back when you could do that.
Right. Okay.
He enthusiastically participates in the South Pacific's free love culture.
Yeah.
He gets involved.
Yeah.
Is swan a dark meat? That's a good point, Charlie.
Considered a dark meat, yeah.
I love duck. If it's similar to duck, I reckon I'd
And pigeon. Pigeon's dark.
Pigeon's good. Rich, gamey.
Pigeon, I don't know. Pigeon's a bit shotty for me.
It's banging.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's shredded.
You'd
nice.
love it.
Yeah? I'm a big duck guy.
It's ducky. It's quite ducky.
I love
But
a
no
duck.
one really knows how to use a duck quite like the Chinese. Like,
Look,
what's
listen,
happened?
Listen.
I mean, duck confits.
They get a lot wrong, the Chinese, but no one knows their way better around a duck.
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't know
me.
what they're quite doing.
They-
but European
Christ.
duck never tastes anything like
Nah.
Chinese duck.
No.
Don't know what's going on.
They should get more flowers for how they fuck up ducks, the Chinese.
They should, yeah.
Now, his luggage on the Endeavour is said to be twice the value of the actual ship itself.
right.
So he packs a guitar, a
Yeah.
lot of Cheshire cheese, and some porter.
Right.
So he's a good bloke.
Yeah. He's a chap.
He's a chap, right. So there is he takes his 2 dogs on board. He takes a cat to hunt the rats. And he takes
There's an old woman to eat the fly.
and a veteran she-goat, which had already circumnavigated the world once.
Yeah.
And she never went dry.
Quite a legendary goat. This is one of the most famous goats.
This is
in
the
history.
goat.
Yeah, this is the goat.
The goat.
The goat.
The goat of goats. She never went dry, so they can basically have goat's milk.
Yeah. So she's
all the time.
already circumnavigated the whole globe.
She's doing it again.
She's going again. Second
she's,
tour.
She's lapping. I mean, really,
Yeah. She's a goer.
really, Cook, all the kind of stigma Cook gets, this goat should have. This
she's
goat
been
did it
from the
all
start.
first. Yeah. This goat's the problem.
Yeah.
Topple the statue of the goat.
Yeah.
Anyway, the crew's about 100 men. Oh, he's big into sauerkraut, Cook. He's one of the original gut nonces.
Right.
All those like, your
gut biome, kefir.
Ugh. He's all into that.
So
Cook.
this is the middle of the 1700s, and this is when scurvy is still rife and stopping long voyages.
Yeah.
No one knows why people are getting scurvy, but after months and months at sea, so many people are falling sick, dying, but no one knows what the cure is. In 1740s, a Scottish person makes some sort of link, but they don't know it's vitamin C, basically, that stops you from getting scurvy. But because Cook is very dull,
yes.
He's kind of like a Huel sort of diet guy.
Yeah.
He just makes sure his crew is very well fed, and that ends up stopping them from getting scurvy. But he doesn't realise
it's mandated sauerkraut.
Yes.
It's kraut for
But he doesn't know why
breakfast.
kraut works, but it is.
But kraut, I would rather start the day with kraut than chocolate.
Let's have a look at sauerkraut.
Get sauerkraut.
Is it, what is it? Like it's not a coleslaw, but...
It's Protestant kimchi.
Right.
It's cabbage. You make it. You all you do is you just fucking rub it with some salt, and then you leave it.
Yeah.
And it smells bad as well.
Yeah.
It smells really bad.
Banging though.
It's great. I was going to say, I bet you got a real kraut vibe.
I
Charlie.
love it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
You know how they say the gut is a second brain? I reckon it's your first brain, and that's the issue. Is that your head is actually your stomach. I think that's your problem. So the crew departs, I think it's from Plymouth.
Yep.
August,
Kraut crew.
26th of August, 1768. Immediately, Banks is violently seasick. So they go to Madeira, they recover. In October, they cross the equator, and the first timers, I guess the first people in the sea, they have to get in the sea, or they have to pay a fine of 4 days of beer rations.
Yeah, this is like a naval tradition, right?
Yeah, you've got to get in the sea. But some people, I think, drown.
Right.
It's just a bit of fun, isn't
Why
it?
do they drown?
Because they can't swim.
Right.
I've crossed the equator on a boat.
Yeah.
But what's interesting, when you're at the equator, sunset is at the same time every day of the year. It never changes once.
Oh, right.
It's like, I don't know,
quite good.
it's 5:30 p.m.
Yeah.
every single day.
On the dot.
On the dot, without fail. And that's why the further away you get from the equator, the bigger the...
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So in early 1769... Fucking all right, mate.
Right.
Right.
I didn't say it. I didn't come up with this. Don't point at
Did
me.
you know that?
You say you didn't have kids? That's very boring for a non-dad. That was a very boring thing to say. Just now the equator actually sunsets at the same time every day. And that's why the further away you get, the longer the days are.
Yeah. Maybe I have kids I don't know about.
No, you're going to be a great dad. You're going to be absolutely brilliant. That was boring as fuck. Early 1769. It's the 60s. They round Cape Horn, the south of Africa. This is where someone dies. Someone fucks off.
Yeah.
They land and they go to Tierra del Fuego. Now, this is a sort of island, kind of peninsula at the bottom of Argentina, and they encounter the Fuegians, who people believe to be giants.
This is where the Devil's Passage is, Cape Horn, right? It's one of the toughest turnings in the world, just going round.
Around in there. Tierra del Fuego, they're constantly coated in seal oil.
Right.
Seed oil.
They make
Sea oils.
not
It's the
seed
sea oils.
Not seed oils.
It's ruining everyone's health.
Seal oil. They burn seals and make oil, and apparently it fucking reeks.
Really?
I mean,
you
it's
surprised me.
yeah,
I don't know
it's
why
not
you're saying
that
that. Like, that's interesting.
It's not that shocking, I guess. Oh yeah,
Apparently-
if you cut a seal open,
Apparently it
burn
stinks.
Not the musician Charlie.
Yeah.
No, actual seals.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Patagonia, right? This
Yeah.
is a strange period. Like, you don't really think of South America, but it's sort of like Scotland at the bottom of South America.
Yeah.
And a lot of the immigrant groups who are there.
Scotland.
Do you know about the massive Welsh
We live in
community?
Scotland.
Go Welsh Patagonians. So there's a huge Welsh contingent, and they've
Right.
got strong Welsh cultural ties, and they live at the bottom here.
What? They've got an Argentinian flag with a dragon on it?
Yeah, that's
Are you
the
joking?
Welsh Patagonians. It's a really weird...
Is that why they like rugby?
Yeah, and if you look, there's lots like McAllister, Alexis McAllister, the Argentinian.
Yes.
He's the Scottish Argentinians, and you never really think of those.
No, you think of Nazi
Yeah,
Argentinians.
exactly. Yeah,
Christ, this country just gets better and better.
yeah.
Half Scottish, half Nazi. Lovely. So, 21st of January, they go into the Pacific, the unknown.
Yeah.
Now, it should be happened if people don't really know the world, the geography. Going west from South America, fucking terrifying.
Terrifying. You have no
There's
idea.
Nothing. It's
You don't know if
basically-
you're going to fall off the edge.
Yeah, you're going to space, essentially.
Yeah.
You've got fucking no idea. It's just sea.
Yeah.
This is where Amelia Air crash
Yeah.
came loose, right? She crashed in the Pacific.
Yeah.
So they make landfall in Tahiti in April 69, and Cook is warned that locals will want to trade with them. They'll want nails, because none of these people have metal.
Right.
So they basically, all the sailors start giving them nails, and then in exchange for fucking them, I think.
To get nailed.
maybe.
They give nails for...
Nails for nails, yeah. That's my new charity. Cook eats dog for the first time, saying, quote, "A South Sea dog is next to an English lamb."
Right. So you're saying
Yeah.
it's delicious.
And again, I think if he's cancelled for anything, it's for eating a dog.
Right.
Not for the Australian stuff, in my opinion. Now, Tahitians are selling women for sex in return for nails.
Right. So
which
sex positive.
They are. This is the original sex positivity.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like this.
No.
Everyone on
He's
board.
not a very sexual man, Cook. He's not a horny bugger.
No. He's
He's not a
maps.
shagger.
No, he's not a shagger.
He's
No.
a map shagger.
He's a map. He's a map shagger. It's the
Yeah.
opposite of shagging.
Yeah.
Everyone on board takes some kind of mistress in Tahiti, apart from Cook. Now, we do have record of what they were calling boobs in the 18th century.
Well, this is quite interesting.
And it's great stuff.
Yeah, because it's in the 18th century, slang for boobs was bubby, may come from the Latin word bibere, meaning to drink,
So that's
to,
maybe
to
where
imbibe.
Boobs come from bubby.
Yeah, would later morph into the words boobs. So
Now,
that's interesting. I
it
didn't
is.
know that's where boobs came from.
Yeah.
Bubby.
Bubby.
But also, you've
Sounds
got
like Scottish.
You've got globes.
Show me your bubby.
You've got globes. You've got 4 buttocks.
4 buttocks. That's sort of like that's the long road to top bollocks.
It is the long road to top bollocks. 4 buttocks, forward bum, kettle drums, blubber bags, which I really enjoy, and cat's heads. Which
this is pretty. It's a tougher time, isn't it?
Earthier time.
Yeah, it's like living is tough.
Yes, exactly. We're a long way from lemons now. Blubber bags.
Yeah, you don't know where your next meal's coming from if you're calling them cat heads.
Fucking look at the kettle drums on her. Dong, dong,
I like
dong,
kettle
dong.
drums. Kettle drums is a bit of fun. 4 buttocks, once again, it reads as gay.
It does read.
Why are you trying to make the straightest thing into something gay?
Top bollocks and 4 buttocks.
Trying to turn it into an arse cheek. I
like timpani. I want to introduce that for a woman who's got really, really honking.
Wait, I mean the bomb, 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 bomb. That's what Vittorio used to play.
Yeah, no. But you know when you see a woman who's like, okay, you need a breast reduction surgery.
Right, so look at the timpanis.
She looks in pain.
Right.
You need a
I'm a timpanist, so I'm going to get involved.
Bum, bum, bum. No, you need a
timpanist.
You need a timpani. You've got timpanis. You need them reduced into a normal drum kit.
Yeah, you need it to be reduced to bongos. Look, we've done these timpanis to bongos.
No, congas first, then bongos.
There we were. Yeah.
Oh, but what's a conga line though?
Yeah.
God forbid. Anyway, an early argument that Cook has is about private property. In that everyone early on in Tahiti, someone steals a musket,
right,
and then the Marines are ordered to open fire. They shoot a Tahitian, and I think the natives don't quite understand the concept of ownership. Which,
kind of fair enough.
Which will, I guess, play into
Well, they
Cook's
didn't have
hands.
Duolingo at this point either, so it's hard to communicate.
But they and Banks is obviously, he's going around, he's loving all the plants,
loving it.
But he is devastated when his artist, his private artist, has an epileptic fit and dies. And he's then less mourning the man, more the fact that no one can paint him on Tahiti.
Well, he's like an Instagram baddie on holiday, right?
Yeah.
He's got no boyfriend to take pictures of him.
It's like a woman in the sea in a bikini and the boyfriend is dead on the beach.
Yeah, it's tragic. Like, who's going to take the photo now?
How will anyone know you're there?
Yeah.
Tragic. He quote, his loss to me is irretrievable. My airy dreams of entertaining my friends in England with the scenes that I am to see has vanished.
No mention of his friend who's died.
Nah, fuck him. Yeah. Anyone else can paint? Anyone else paint around here?
Yeah.
Anyway, he has a great time, and he's the first European to record a description of surfing because the Tahitians invent surfing.
Tahitian surfing. Can we get a picture of that up? Okay.
It's like the Guinness advert. You know,
all right. So I guess they are.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I guess they're...
Okay, fair enough.
It's pretty much as it is now.
There's Moana stuff, right?
We are in Moana territory. Yeah. Great film.
Unbelievable film.
One of the best films. Moana 2, not as good.
Is it still worth a watch?
I don't know. We tried to take our kids to see it, and I ended up basically in the foyer the whole time,
right,
nailing pints while my son was just kind of bothering the foyer staff. Anyway, this is also where tattoos are invented. So for Essex, this whole story is massive.
Is this where tattoos are invented?
Discovered.
Because there's Vikings had tattoos, right?
I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the Tahitians take their clothes off, and they've got tattoos. And maybe the Tahitian word for tattoo is tatau,
right?
And that's where it comes from.
Interesting.
All Cook's crew, they want a tattoo, so this is where
sailors and tattoos come from.
The anchor and the mum with a heart. Yeah. That's where this comes from.
And then a lot of them have tattoos on their face, which I think Banks and Cook says it means they look very ugly.
Yeah, this may be done to make them look frightful in war. Indeed, it has the effect of making them most enormously ugly.
Enormously ugly.
Enormously ugly. The old ones, at least, whose faces are entirely covered with it. So they see the transit of Venus. Great.
Done.
Whatever. Then they get
boring. Who gives a fuck? It's not about that anymore. It's about giving someone a nail and fucking a Tahitian. That's what it's about.
A Tahitian man called Tupia asks to join the Europeans. So
By the way, it's quite funny. He then finds that they've lost loads of nails, 120 pounds of nails from board.
Yeah, the ship, the floorboards are just going through the ship. It's like, right, you fucked the ship.
So he has to do a ban on stealing nails.
Yes, yeah. So a Tahitian man comes aboard. And now Banks writes that he says that he's like a well-born, proper man. So that, the stereotype of them sort of condescending these people is perhaps...
Which we hate the idea of stereotyping.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a disgrace.
Everyone's an individual.
You can't lump them up into cartoonish caricatures.
No, of course not. Anyway, as an aside, the nation of Australia is a bin fire, but... with no culture, and they hit their wives.
But the Polynesians are great voyagers. They're like
Yes.
they managed to circumnavigate all of these Pacific islands that were like the last parts of planet Earth to be colonized. Well, like to be colonized by people.
Yeah.
Easter Island, all of that. And they did it by navigating using the stars.
Yeah.
Far more advanced than anyone at that time, really, for the way they were doing it.
And they're fishing with like harpoons and stuff. And anyway, so Tupia becomes a kind of indispensable interpreter, and he's sort of a living proof of all that Polynesian voyaging.
But it's kind of sick that he's just like, yeah, I'm up for adventure. Can I come along?
So they see the whatever that is in the stars. Then he opens the envelope, the sort of traitor style. Go and see New Zealand and find this fucking wife-beating ground zero.
Yeah.
I want to see where it is.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Right.
So these are his instructions that he has in the envelope. Observe the natives if there are any, and note their intellect, temper, disposition, and number. Cultivate friendship and alliance with gifts. And then with the consent of the natives, take possession of any useful areas in the king's name.
Right.
If the land is uninhabited, claim it for Britain by erecting appropriate marks. Right. In October, they make landfall in New Zealand, and he spends months going around it, charting it. They land at Poverty Bay, which is a weird name for a place.
Yeah, because it's funny that they are sort of spitballing all these names that are still landing today.
That's what I call Grimsby.
Right.
Poverty Bay. They name it.
But why do
that.
they call it Poverty Bay?
I guess because it looks fucking shit.
And the Maori are on New Zealand, but they only arrived there in the 1200s, I believe. This is how all of this stuff is pretty late.
Oh, right.
All of this part of the world is pretty late, apart from maybe the Aborigines, who I think have been there for ages.
Yeah.
But all of the islanders...
Famously. Yeah.
But all of the islanders, Polynesians, Easter Island is the last place, pretty much.
Well, that's the other side of Chile, though, isn't it, Easter Island?
No.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's in the middle of the Pacific.
Right, okay, yeah.
So all of these Polynesians using the stars and their little catamarans
But so the
colonized all these
but the Maori
countries.
advance on the ship, and they throw spears and stuff, and so the cook's crew kills a guy called Te Mauro, who's the first Maori to die at the hands of Europeans. The next day is the first haka.
Okay.
They do a big war dance.
Right.
And then a Maori greeting that involves two people gently pressing their noses and foreheads together. Does this with Cook. I think
yeah,
goes
but
up and just
that doesn't necessarily mean they like you or dislike you. It's just whatever.
Right.
You're right, mate.
And what's he doing?
Bloody hell. He's like,
Bloody hell, what's this?
you know what?
Yeah,
It's a bit close for comfort. And his breath, everyone's breath must stink. So bad.
But I imagine it's like, I feel like if you all stink, you can't smell it.
You're right.
Do you know what I mean? There's like a herd immunity, right?
If we all stink, no one stinks.
Everything stinks so bad. If like this room is caked in poo, I wouldn't be able to smell your BO. Do you know what I mean?
If Captain Cook walked into a Lidl at 8 a.m,
yeah,
my God,
he wouldn't believe it.
He'd die.
He'd kill.
The amount.
He'd kill everyone.
He'd kill everyone. He'd go, I have been living a life. What on earth is this smell?
Yeah.
Why is it so good?
Yeah.
Captain Cook, you're living in the golden era of the pastry.
Yeah.
There's an interesting quote here. Cook writes, notwithstanding they're cannibals, they are naturally of good disposition and have not a little share of humanity. So again, you know, it's like...
He's woke.
He's a bit woke, this guy. You know, he's woke bourgeois. So by March 1770, they circumnavigate...
As opposed to real bourgeois who's deeply, deeply right-wing.
Deeply right-wing. Well, train fascination, where
does that go?
Where does that go? You know? Where does that go? You know, you like timetabling. Check this shit out. They sail west for New Holland. They leave, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. April 1770. Shit! Land ahoy!
Shit.
What's that? Another one!
Yeah.
They find the east coast of New Holland, which
Cook describes as visibly worse than the last place we were at.
I've been to both countries. He's right.
Yeah.
Australia is an eyesore. New Zealand is gorgeous.
Right.
Culturally, it's an eyesore as well.
What do you think of Australian landscapes then? Would you say there's quite a lot of barren?
It's a fucking desert.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's some pretty lush corners, right? Not really. Right.
Fucking Google Alice Springs now.
Did you go to Alice Springs?
No, I've heard
My
stories
dad's
of
been
it.
to Alice Springs. He says it's one of the weirdest places on earth.
Yeah,
it's right in the middle, right?
Yeah.
How's like Wild West?
Well, it's right in the middle of Australia, so it's the most dried out white people in the world.
Yeah. Raisins, all of them.
It's literally the last place white people should be, and there's a huge colony of them.
Alan Sugars, all of them.
You know I'm Australian.
Right. Hey, what?
I've got an Australian
Of
passport.
course, yeah.
You got an Australian passport?
Yeah.
What does that mean, though?
I am Australian.
It's
Right.
a boomerang, isn't it?
Yeah.
With these Australians, it's like you're Australian. Your family went from England,
Yeah.
and they were there for 60 years, and they came back.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything. It's a boomerang.
You couldn't even make it in Australia. What? So...
Were you one of the crooks
No,
who
I've
was
got
sent out
family.
there?
Loads of my family there still.
Right.
When did they go out? Did they go out when?
In the 80s or 90s?
Oh, right. Wait, 1980s.
1780s.
1980s.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So if it all goes wrong for me here, I'll go live there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I think you'd suit Australia.
That is the Australian story.
Yeah.
It's gone wrong for me here. I'm going to go to the other side of the world. Right. 1770, April, Botany Bay. Now, Banks calls it Botany Bay because it's covered in bots, plants.
Yeah,
shit.
Russian bots.
He's a bot farm.
Yeah.
He's having a great time. He loves it. Now, the Aboriginal Australians, they see the ship, they ignore it.
But just carry on doing what they're doing.
Yeah. Which is maybe, in Cook's defense, why he thinks they're mushrooms. Because he lands, he goes, hello. They go, and he goes, well, why aren't they saying anything? Are they trees? Who are these people?
Is this a celery stick?
I worked in a grocer. Sometimes I'd say hello to the apples. They wouldn't answer back.
Okay.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
The naked men and women continue fishing. They light fires. Quote from
So they've all
Banks.
got their kit out, right?
I think they got their kiss out. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I think they let it all hang out, really.
Right.
It's a sauna. I mean, Australia's hot, isn't it? It's a sauna. These people seem to be totally engaged in what they were about. They scarce lifted their eyes from their employment, said Banks.
Employment.
Which is weird, isn't it? First contact, literally. So you're an Aboriginal, okay? A ship, which you've not really seen the like of, with a sail, arrives. White people you've never seen come out. And you're like...
Whatever.
Weird.
It is strange.
Yeah. The English throw nails at them.
Well,
throw
okay,
back some
yeah. I mean, now it starts to take a bit of a turn.
Yeah, I guess this is the start of it.
Is it because they're not paying attention to them? So they're
Oi, mate! Yeah, throwing rocks at it. So they charts what's now kind of Botany Bay, which is just below Sydney,
right?
And then they go up. They chart the east coast of Australia. They run aground on the Great Barrier Reef,
which no one ever really. No one knew what the Great Barrier Reef was.
I still don't really know what it is.
I mean, it's the biggest coral reef in the world, right? And basically, they don't have the maps to chart this like insanely dangerous coral reef to sail over, and they get stuck on one of the corals, basically. So they then
they tear the bottom of the reef, and they get stuck for 7 weeks to repair it, and they get better acquainted with the Aboriginals.
Yeah,
and they show them a kangaroo. They do what every fucking.
I mean, this is another great Australian.
Oh yeah, this is the
Brits in Australia, isn't it?
This is it. Yeah. Fuck yes. I mean,
describe that for the listeners.
So this is a man with a lovely right hook to a kangaroo.
But the kangaroo's got the dog in a headlock.
Yeah, so the kangaroo's got his dog in a headlock. The guy walks over, squares up to the kangaroo, and then like Victorian boxing, just right hook.
Yeah.
And the kangaroo just stands there.
Can't believe it.
And the bloke just turns around. That's what's amazing is the bloke turns around.
If I'm ever on drugs, I always think about kangaroos. They're the most like
they're the
most nuts looking animal. Look how
they can jump very high.
Yeah.
They're ripped. They box and they've got a pouch. Like it is.
That's insane.
Do they don't all have a pouch though? Do they?
Only the
ladies do.
Only the women.
Yeah.
It's a mad combination.
It's
then this
crazy.
is the land of wombats. This is the land of fucking mongoose. This is the land of what's the fucking
koalas.
The platypus.
Yeah.
And what the fuck's going on there?
Massive spiders.
Roger, this is Roger.
Oh, that's Roger the ripped kangaroo, is it? Fucking hell. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's me posing in the photo.
Yeah. That's
Get the badge in.
That's
they're all getting the badge in, aren't
Kangaroo's
they?
getting the badge in. That's Charlie's Hinge profile there. Just so this is the first recorded this is the first time that you see kangaroo written down. Cook describes it as a peculiar beast, something like a greyhound with the colour of mouse.
Yeah, I guess so.
So then they put a flag up on Possession Island, which is sort of just I guess they call it that, I guess, but they call it it's just north of Queensland, sort of North Australia. They go back through Jakarta, Cape Town. A lot of people die of dysentery, but then he gets home in 1771.
Right. First voyage done.
First voyage is done. That's Cook's first voyage. Now, next episode, we're going to get into why, in my opinion, Cook shouldn't be called a fucking Nazi. And that really that comes later. Like
he should be called a fucking map nonce.
He's a map nonce. Yeah, he's a fucking boring map nonce.
Yeah, that's what you should be slagging off for.
Yeah, cancel him for that. Stop his statue because he's a fucking dweeb.
Wedgie his statue.
Wedgie the statue. Why are we not statue wedgieing? These guys are fucking bird botherers. We should be Nelsoning them, right? Not toppling them. Anyway, we'll get to that next time. We're going to deal with the convicts, the First Fleet, the decision to take all the Conor McGregors from England and dump them in the desert. And we'll then deal with Cook's second and third voyages, which they get pretty gnarly.
Yes.
His third one's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's already on the Patreon, where for £3 a month, you can lower yourself to the level of Australian.
I mean, this podcast outside of the UK, by far, our biggest audience is Australians.
Yes.
Which makes complete sense.
Complete sense.
This is a podcast for Australians.
Yes, this is what the Australians think culture is. Two guys saying racial slurs in suits. This isn't like this is the 70s in Britain. In Australia, it's the future.
Yeah.
They're like, fucking, oh my word. What are these guys wearing?
Yeah. So part of us doing this Australia series is to throw a bone to our big Australian audience.
And they love a bone. These cunts love a bone. It's Ashes. It's the start of the Ashes.
Yeah.
It's Finn versus History Australia. The Australia's original sin is already on the Patreon.
Yep.
That's part 2. And that's all from us for now. We'll see you on Thursday.
See you, mate.
All right, bye.